Hey YouTube, I know. Before y'all get on me and cut my neck. Stop. Life has been lifing, and for those of you who have watched some of the videos that I've posted already that are up on the channel, you know I've gone through a divorce, and it hit me hard, and it's taking time to rebound from that. You know, you don't just, for me personally, you don't just marry someone and get a divorce and walk away and not feel anything, or not have to recover from that, you know? So I've been taking my time, going through the motions, going through the journey, and making sure I'm good. And let me make sure y'all hear me. I don't want to cover up the mic. I'll just hold it. So Johnny went on deployment and did what he did. I'm not going to get into it, but he did what he did and came home and blindsided me. And 2 days after he came home, he said he wanted a divorce, and really gave me no reason or explanation as to why he wanted this divorce. He just claimed that he has been trying for the last 3-4 years. He was saying he tried for our whole marriage to make it work, and never once in our marriage did he tell me he was unhappy or that something was bothering him or not working for him or whatever. He never gave me a chance to, or us a chance to, work on the marriage. And so I fought tooth and nail to save our marriage. I really did. Went to church and did some pastoral counseling a couple of times. That did nothing. Like, he was just dead set on, I want a divorce, and nothing was changing his mind. Excuse me. Nothing was changing his mind. No one knew why he was so adamant about wanting a divorce. He didn't want to talk to me. He didn't want to be intimate with me. Didn't want to touch me. Didn't want to be near me. Nothing. Just came home and all of a sudden had this aversion to me. And I found messages on his phone saying things like, oh, I have blue balls. Can we take care of this tonight? And he claims they weren't his messages, that he was letting other people on the ship use his phone to send messages. But everybody has their own phone. Literally everybody has their own phone. And you know you're a married man. Why would you let somebody use your phone to send messages like that and not delete them? So, you know, and then there was a phone call that I got in the middle of the night from some guy saying that his wife and my husband were having an affair. They got a hotel room together, just the two of them. And I found pictures of her on his phone. He never even gave me an explanation for that. I really don't want this video to be about all that. I just wanted to get on here and say life has been lifing. We separated May 12th. We separated May 12th. He left the house and never came back. He never even took his stuff. The only thing he left with was, I think, like 2 uniforms. That was it. Like, he left with his uniforms, and that's all he took. So even that tells me, like, you had to set up somewhere else. You were ready for this. Like, you came home and was prepared for this. You were prepared to leave your wife. What else? I had to get a lawyer. He got a lawyer, so I had to get a lawyer. And that's the other thing. For those of you who don't know, I was a stay-at-home wife. He wanted me to be a stay-at-home wife, and I wanted to submit and please my husband, so I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. I didn't work. I was on disability. Mind you, I have always worked all my life. Even while I was on disability, I worked part-time jobs all the way up until I got married. And when we got married, he didn't want me to have to work. He wanted me to stay home. And so that's what I did. I stayed home. I cooked, I cleaned, I did all my wifely duties, and took care of my husband. And I actually enjoyed it. I genuinely, it took some adjustment in the beginning. It was hard for me to just not work and stay home. But I was working on Hidden.Survivor. I would do videos. He would encourage me to do Hidden.Survivor. And that was the other thing too. During this deployment, he got me so many like gifts and things. Like, he bought me 2 computers that I have to build myself, but he bought me there's a little gnat flying around here. He bought me like all these little gifts, and like he even in the beginning of the deployment had me go on this little scavenger hunt looking for a random gift that he got me. Like really romantic things. And I thought we were happily married. Was our marriage perfect? Did it have issues? Of course it did. We weren't always happy all the time. There were times where, we would miss each other. And by that, like, I would mean I would be in the mood for love and affection, and he would just be like stoic and not having it, or vice versa. He would want some love and attention, and I'd be like, I'm not feeling it right now. Like, we would just miss each other. And I'm very sensitive. But I'm very vocal and open. So, and I'm transparent. I share what I'm feeling. And he wasn't used to that and didn't know how to handle that. And I was very patient with him and trying to teach him how to understand me. And the same thing with me try to understand him. He had a lot of growing and learning to do, and I was helping him with that. and just overall making him a better person, helping to make him a better person, helping him achieve his goals in life and in his career, and spiritually, financially, for sure. You know, we were able to buy a beautiful house. We were planning on starting our family. We were working on having kids. It just never happened. God is good, because clearly he knew what was coming down the pipeline, so he did not allow that to happen, because I can't imagine going through this process with a child. I can't even fathom how I would have gotten through that emotionally. But anyway, got divorced, sold the house. With that money, I was able to get into a new place. Johnny wanted his car back, so I had to get a job and get a car. And then he got mad at that. Like, through his lawyer, sent messages like, oh, your client got a brand new car. Like, hello, your client is telling me he wants his car back. I can't be out here without a vehicle. I have to get to and from school. And he knows that. Like, I'm not holding this car hostage. He left it here. He willingly and knowingly left the car there for me to drive. And then all of a sudden he wanted the car back. So I had to go get a car so I can get to and from school. Which meant I had to get a job. You know, so it made no sense to me. Like, it's like he wanted to hurt me. It's like he intentionally wanted me to fail. He just had all this animosity towards me all of a sudden. And I, to this day, don't know what I've done wrong in our marriage. I don't know what I've done wrong in our friendship. I don't know what I could have done differently to have saved our marriage, to at least still be friends, for it to be amicable and mutual. Or it never would have been mutual, because I didn't want that. I love my husband, and I still do. But I don't know. So, car, new place, new job, forced off a disability. So I have to work, whether I want to or not. For those of you who watch who are on disability and have questions about that whole process, like how I had to come off of disability, let me know and I can do another video and talk about, you know, how that process works and what that looks like and what my journey was with it, what my experience has been. But he hasn't taught. He made all new friends. He abandoned all the friends that he had here. Our friends at home, back at home. He stopped talking to everybody. The people that were in our wedding, he doesn't talk to them. Our friends that, you know, came to our wedding and was in our wedding, who supported us in our marriage. friends that he in what's the word? Friends that he put me on to, he doesn't talk to them anymore. Unless they're all lying to me about talking to him. I don't know that my aunt thinks that's the case. She's like, there's no way that they were his friends first and that he's not still talking to them. They're talking to him. They're just not telling you that they're talking to him. That's her thinking. But they've all told me these are people that I've built my own personal friendships with, and I trust and believe them when they say they haven't talked to him and they don't know what's going on with him and they're worried about him and that they feel betrayed as well. What else? There is something else, but I'm not ready to talk about that. I'm not ready to share that with the world. Well, I'll just say it. He may have had a baby on me while we were married. Anyway, moving on. So, I do have good, there is good in all this. Like I said, I've been able to get into a new place. What I pay every month is manageable for me with the job that I have. So I have to make sure I'm always, staying at this current level of pay or more. The place I interned at for my first year internship, I got a job for. And for those of you who know me, you know I've been praying for this job for a long time. And it finally came through. I got offered a government position. Yeah. I'll be working at the VA hospital in their substance abuse treatment program. Doing what I'm doing now at my job now, I'll be doing it for the government at the VA hospital. At the VA hospital, working with vets. So I'm ecstatic about it. I can't wait to start. I'm really excited for it. This job will give me stability and security, which is what I need in my life right now. Let's see what else. What other good news is there? Oh, I started dating. Dating sucks. It's trash, basura. The quality of guys that are out there is just so bad. I already appreciated being married and loving one person and having my person and making that person happy. Being in the dating world makes me appreciate it even more. So I really can't wait to find my real person and make him happy and just love on him and be loved on and start a family. I'm still hopeful for that. I'm getting up there in my age, but I'm still hopeful that I'll be able to have my own kids naturally. Without assistive, what do they call it now? Assistive reproductive technology. That's my prayer. So, yeah. I'll make another video that's just about dating and how I've approached it and what my dates have looked like and what I'm looking for and stuff like that. And how I'm going about trying to find it. Like, am I on dating apps? Am I going out to clubs, lounges? Am I going to special interest events? Am I reconnecting with old flames? I'm not, but I'm just throwing out like different ways you meet people. Never reconnect with an old flame, because they're an old flame for a reason. Like, don't ever do that. They're an ex for a reason. But yeah, I'll do another video talking about that. I'm still unpacking in this new place. There's a shed in the back that I have some extra storage, and I'm in the process of moving some stuff into the shed so that I have more space inside. I just need help moving the stuff. I can't do it by myself. So I've been here for 2 months, a little over 2 months now, and Thanksgiving is next week. So, yeah. Oh, and I got bit by a dog. There's that. I'll do another video where I talk about that, and I'll show you the dog bite, the scar. It's an ugly scar that I'm really praying. I rub vitamin E on it almost every night, praying that the scar will fade and go away and not stay on my legs, because I love my legs and I like for them to be clear and free of anything. Like, it took me a long time to even get tattooed on my legs, because my legs are one of the features about me that I really like aesthetically. So when I decided to get a tattoo, I was very strategic and very careful in my planning and decision making to get a tattoo on my leg. And yeah. Now on the other leg, I have this ugly scar that some people are like, oh, just get a tattoo over it. I'm just like, I don't want a scar dictating what tattoos I get. I've always been very strategic in what tattoos I put on my body. They all have to mean something to me. So I have to figure out a tattoo that has meaning, special, deep meaning to me, for me to permanently put it on my body. Just to cover a dog bite. That still hurts to this day. It still hurts. And I got bit over 2 months ago. But Yeah, the dating world, it's dog eat dog. There are no friends in dating. What else? Once I get the house, my apartment together, I'll do an apartment tour or whatever, house tour. It's a townhouse. Yeah. I have ghetto neighbors. Ghetto. Like, of all the townhouses in this cul-de-sac, in this on this street, I've got the worst neighbor. The worst. But God's definitely moving in my life for sure. I've still been going to church. Yeah, they're doing an event tomorrow at church actually that I volunteered to help out with. So I'm looking forward to that. It means I gotta make sure I get up on time and go to church, get to church on time. I have not been getting there on time lately. But what else? Just meeting new people, making new friends. It's been interesting. It's been fun. It's been a blessing. Reconnecting with old friends. I haven't been back home yet. I'm looking into going home for Christmas before I start my new job. Actually need to talk to my dad and secure those tickets now, because I know after Thanksgiving those tickets are probably gonna fly up. So I need to get them now before the prices jump. But yeah. I apologize for not being active on the channel. I haven't abandoned the channel or Hidden.Survivor. It's something I still plan on working on. It's still a passion of mine. I still don't exactly know what to do with it or how to get it to where I want it to be, where I envision it. I think maybe I need to really focus on the channel and growing the channel first, and then the rest will fall into place, maybe. I don't know. But you'll start seeing me more often. I just didn't want to post while I was going through the divorce. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't fun. You know, I was in a dark space, and it was hard to think positively or do anything positive or even be productive as far as Hidden Survivor goes. And to be honest, I was just kind of scared to share my story. I don't know if he watches these channels, if he watches my channel or not. But that was a concern for me too, that like he was watching my channel, which it's like, if he is watching, so what? But at the time, I was just like, oh my gosh, what if he's watching my channel and he's trying to use whatever I say against me? And so I just didn't want to post anything about how I was feeling and what I was going through at the time. So I hope you guys can understand that. And I'm sorry for my absence. I'm sorry for neglecting you guys. But I want to let you know I'm back. We back in here. I don't have any plans for Thanksgiving. A friend that I reconnected with recently invited me to their family's house for Thanksgiving. But I thought where I'm at now, where I've moved to, I reached out to them because I'm like, hey, we're neighbors. I live in this area now. Only for them to tell me, oh, we moved. We're now 40 minutes away. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Of course you are. So, maybe I'll follow up with that and maybe I'll go there for Thanksgiving. If not, I'll probably just get some turkey breasts and some stuffing and make some mac and cheese. Make a little small dinner just for myself. Make some cornbread. Just make myself a little mini dinner. I actually kind of like the way that sounds, because then I would have food for the rest of the week. See, you got to think smart. Being on your own, you got to think smart. I might do that. Cook the turkey breast in the Instant Pot. Make like 2 things of stuffing. Yep. I like the stovetop box stuffing, but I read something a while ago about it, that it's bad for you. So I have to learn how to make stuffing from scratch. I think it's just a bunch of breadcrumbs, right? That's all it is. It's just bread. So I gotta figure out how to make some stuffing from scratch. Buy the ingredients and stuff. But that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I'm cleaning. Today's Saturday. I'm cleaning. I'm doing laundry right now. I vacuumed, and my little handheld vacuum that I have for the stairs died while I was vacuuming the stairs. So I'm letting that charge. That noise you're hearing and the light you're seeing, it's that. It's an automatic